Hiya, this is Lithunium. Fuck, that was way too loud. Let me start over. Hiya, this is Lithunium Snow, and this is my first video that I'm uploading. It's not my first, but let's not speak about all my old private videos that you guys have probably seen anyway, but... Anyway, what I am wanting to do here today is give a little hair advice and like some advice on products that I use and some general hair care tips. First thing that I would advise is don't wash your hair too often. I think I wash my hair about 2 times a week, and for the days that my scalp is greasy and gross and shit from when I have sweated from being too hyperactive and actively doing shit. Psst, that was a lie, I never do anything. I'm just gross, sweaty and greasy. Anyway, what I like to use for the in-between days, if my hair gets too greasy and gross, I like to use the Technique Art Morning After Dust. It's a dry shampoo from L'Oreal Professionnel. And y'all know about dry shampoo obviously, but I'd say this is my favourite one. Right, so when you're not being an absolute filthy pig and you actually wash your hair once in a while, what you need to be looking out for in stores when buying shampoos and conditioners for products that don't contain any silicone. What that does is it comes into your hair, it makes your hair look shiny, it makes it look nice and smooth and silky. But in reality what it's doing is filling up the little pores in your hair. Do you call it pores? Let me Google that. Hair pores. They're not called hair pores. Whatever, I don't know what they're called, but they're like little scaly things that kind of like stick up when your hair is a bit damaged. And for example, if you use chemical pressure on it, like bleach or whatever, or dye, or any source of heat or whatever, what you're doing is you're melting it into your hair and kind of like burning the absolute shit out of your hair. So don't do that. Again, try to look out for products without any silicone in it. When I am drying my hair, I usually like to air dry. I still blow dry because I'm an idiot and I can't be arsed constantly air drying my hair for 6 hours. Keep that in mind. When drying my hair, I like to use this Garnier Fructis Miraculous Oil. It's pretty much just an argan oil, but any natural oil like coconut oil, argan oil, whatever, it will do. While drying your hair, while it's still damp but not like soaking wet, because oils, you know, not basic science, oil and water don't really mix well, kind of collide and they slip off. While it's still a bit damp, not completely dry, damp, you put a few drops of natural oil in it, which is pretty much just, it's really good for your hair. Why you don't do it on dry hair is because dry hair doesn't absorb anything. You get what I mean? Moving on, what I like to use when my hair is pretty much dry is L'Oreal Professionnel B6 Plus Biotin Enforcer.
Can you see it? I'm on Michelle Fall.
And I take 2 or 3 pumps in the palms of my hand. I take a lock of hair, massage that through my hair, the lock of hair, and doing that till you've eventually covered all of your hair. It prevents breakage and stuff, and I don't know how much this actually scientifically works, but it works for me, and I have noticed results for it. So take what you will from that. I am not a professional. For completely damaged, like breaking off hair, if you overprocess your hair, it becomes like elastic when it's wet. It stretches out until it breaks off and it snaps off. Hence why you're always honest when you go to the hairdresser and you don't lie about all the stupid shit that you did to your hair, because they will be able to help you if you don't lie. What this does is pretty much adding the protein back in your hair, which protein is what keeps your hair from being elasticy. It rebuilds the hair structure for 6 weeks, so you have to do this every 6 weeks. I have to disclaim that this is a bit pricey, and I know it can come in big bottles, but I just like to use the little packets. But I can assure you, it works when you need it. Only use it when you proper actually need it. Don't use it more than it advises you to use it. It smells like cat piss, pretty much. So what I want to talk about is the brushes and tools that I use. What I use for wet hair when I still want to brush it and get out tangles before it dries up tangled and gross and stuff is I use one of these synthetic hair brushes. I'm not going to show you too close up because there's loads of gross synthetic hair in there. There you go, that is a close up that I just told myself that I wasn't going to do. This is what I use to brush through those products that I just mentioned. For dry hair, I like to use a big paddle brush. You can get this at any drugstore or beauty supply store, whatever. You get the point. Easy to find, it's very self-explanatory. You brush your hair. And what I use from extensions is this. It is a rose gold. Oh, trendy. Oh. This is just a regular old tangle teaser, except it's rose gold because I'm trendy and I have to keep on trend because I am a teenager and I'm quirky and relatable. Oh, look at her. Sorry for the mushy cat moment. I just had to, This is Case. Tell her hi. She is shedding and ruining all my clothes in the house and covering everything in hair, just like me. Last thing I want to quickly dip into is for my Flyaways. You know, that shit. What I usually like to use is this Techni Art glow stick. I don't know why it's called a glow stick, but it doesn't make my hair glow, sadly. What it does, it's just kind of like a waxy formula. It looks like a deodorant. You take off the cap, still looks like a deodorant. You roll it up, it's see-through and it still looks like a deodorant. But pretty much it's kind of just like a waxy type formula. And you just kind of like glue down your Flyaways. It keeps frizz down a bit and it just makes your hair a bit shiny without making it too greasy. So I can definitely recommend this in my humble, unprofessional opinion. Like everything that I've said with a bit of a grain of salt, I am nowhere near being a professional. This is the stuff that has, for me, worked most and the stuff that I recommend. These are just some little tips, take from it what you want. You don't have to blindly follow my advice. By the way, I think I have to just disclaim this because of the day and age we live in and the fact that 99% of videos are sponsored. I will guarantee you that I am not making any money off of any of this. Let me know what else you guys would want to see from me and what you guys would be interested in for future stuff, future videos, future posts. Look, there's the baby. I will try to read my comments as best as I can. You know where to find me on all my social media. I'm pretty easy to find, I think. Anyway, signing off now. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening to my bullshit. Probably useless advice. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.